So what is going on, everybody? It's Joe Hammer McCann here, and I wanted to bring you a video. We have a new CSGO update, and in the CSGO update, we had a new gun added. It's a completely new gun. It doesn't resemble any other previous gun. As you can see here, it's a revolver, which is obviously very different than what we've seen in CSGO before. It's called the R8 revolver. Currently, there is also a new case that just came out that is specifically called the revolver case, and in there you can get, I believe, the revolver crimson web, and if you're lucky enough, you can get the fade. I have neither of those. I just haven't opened any cases yet, but as you can see here, it is a 7-shot revolver. The reload isn't bad. It uses basically a speed loader in real world terms, but as far as shooting it goes, it's a little bit different. Most of your pistols have a secondary fire. Most notable of this is the Glock 18. It has a burst and then a what they call auto fire, but technically it's semi-auto. With the pistols, you have, with your left click or whatever your primary click button is, you have a long double action trigger pull. And if you hold down the trigger, the gun continues to fire. As you can see, the spread is very tight and controlled. However, though, shots do take quite a while for them to go off. This is great for long-range shots or shots that you know you can make without being seen. You can also pre-stage the trigger if you want to attempt that. It's seen a lot in maybe quickscoping and Call of Duty and that kind of stuff. You can do that by simply just pressing and holding your mouse button right until it's about to break, and then break it. I don't really see the reason for trying to run around the map doing this the entire time, but if you want to, it's there. And then it's secondary fire mode. Instead of switching to it and then using your primary mouse button, you only use your secondary mouse button to do this. It is more of a rapid fire kind of cowboy style. It's basically like that. It's very quick. It's pretty much as quick as you can spam the button. I don't necessarily have the fastest trigger finger, but it definitely is very spammy. You cannot really spam the primary fire mode. I'm clicking the mouse as fast as possible, and all it does is pre-stage the hammer. So let's go ahead and clear this here. And like I said, the reload isn't bad. It's comparative to what the Desert Eagle is, which is what this gun replaces when you equip it. It replaces your Desert Eagle, which, in my opinion, I've never been a very big Deagle fan. I could see myself using the revolver, though. I do like the fact that it has a primary and secondary fire mode. The secondary fire mode is really only truly good for very close range combat, but the primary would be great for looking down long on Dust 2 or any long lines of sight where you have the time to pre-stage. You have the time to make that aim shot. So basically, the primary fire mode, like I said, is very controlled, and I am just holding down the mouse button right now, and all you're getting is very tight, controlled shots. Let's go ahead and do some jumping shots here. Even jumping, the aim's not too bad. Obviously, my crosshair isn't in the same place but if you were to do it, it can be done. But for the secondary fire mode, I'll go ahead and back all the way up to the wall here. It's pretty bad for any long range shots. I would not suggest the secondary fire mode. Let me go ahead and clear it here. But obviously, if I'm within a few meters or so, the spread isn't bad. It's comparable to most of your other spammy pistols. Let's go back. I forgot to do this. Let's go back long range again. The spread is still really good for the primary fire mode. It doesn't look bad. I mean, obviously, it indicates that there could be an optic mounted on top, which obviously we don't really use optics in CSGO except for a few weapons. Like I said, I could see myself using this gun. Compared to the Deagle, I could see myself using it. I have some bots over here, and it's a one-shot headshot from virtually any range. And as far as I know from testing, it is a 2-shot body. Now, we don't have any real stats right now. I will probably come with an update video telling you that. But like I said, let's back all the way up to the wall here. Secondary fire mode, you can get lucky, but that's, I mean, obviously that was pretty good, but it's more designed. See, like right now, it took me 3 or 4 shots to hit him. Where let's go over to this guy. He's really close. I'm able to hit him most of the time 1 shot with this the secondary fire mode. And obviously, and also it's as you can see, it's pretty much 1 shot body from a close range. But I mean, I still am not the biggest fan of the secondary fire mode. It is handy though if it comes in, if it works for you, then great. Like I said, the crouch spread on the secondary fire doesn't really get any better. Let's go ahead and do jumping spread. Like, obviously in all guns in CSGO, it is never suggested to jump and fire if at all possible. But like I said, really close up, it works pretty well. I could definitely see myself using this. Now, unfortunately, this also may be considered OP. The fact that it's a 1-shot body. I mean, let's hit this guy in the foot. It's still a 2-shot lower body, so it basically acts somewhat like a sniper rifle, where it's 2-shot lower, 1-shot upper. I mean, overall, it's a good gun. I would use it. I could see myself definitely using it over the Deagle. Is it worth investing that money into first rounds? I would not exactly suggest that, simply for the fact that the spammy mode works, but when it comes to primary fire, it is a long trigger pull. However, it's totally up to you. It's your choice. I'm not going to hold you back for that. I mean, like I said, it's a 1-shot body from a fairly good distance. But like I said, I would not suggest the spammy mode like this guy right here for any sort of mid to long range work. But I mean, those are my thoughts on it. Obviously, this is just literally the day of patch. Hopefully we'll do some openings here soon. See if I can get the Fade or even the Crimson Web or some of the awesome skins that are in the Revolver case. The Revolver case honestly comes loaded with some pretty sweet skins. So overall, those are my thoughts, my first opinions on the Revolver. I'll definitely come up with an update video when we have true stats, and also just using it after a while, maybe some gameplay, such and such. So that's all for now, and I'll see y'all later. Peace.